The fate of New York City Mayor Eric Adams' criminal case is now in the hands of a federal judge after the Justice Department filed paperwork overnight to dismiss corruption charges against him. Adams was charged with taking bribes and receiving illegal campaign donations. He pleaded not guilty and has denied wrongdoing, but 7 prosecutors now have resigned in protest of the DOJ's instructions to drop the case, some of them accusing top Justice Department officials of a quid pro quo with Adams, dropping the case in exchange for his cooperation on the Trump administration's immigration policies. For more, let's bring in Neama Rahmani, president of West Coast Trial Lawyers and himself a former federal prosecutor. Neama, good to have you and your expertise here. I feel like it's relatively significant that 6 career prosecutors, not all left-leaning, resigned in protest here. But really, how significant is it going to be in the long run?
Bill, thanks for having me. And you're right, it is very significant. These aren't liberals we're talking about. Danielle Sassoon, a member of the Federalist Society, clerk for Justice Scalia. Hagen Scotton, he was a Army veteran, got 2 Bronze Stars, clerked for Justice Kavanaugh when he was an appellate judge, and Chief Justice John Roberts. They both issued blistering letters to the Deputy Attorney General, Emil Bove, saying that these decisions were made for political reasons. And if you look at Bove's own words, he says that he's not prosecuting Mayor Eric Adams because he is helping the Trump administration with immigration enforcement. That is not a reason to make charging decisions. The line between law and politics has become completely burned, and this week was a very dark one for the Department of Justice.
Yeah, and it didn't help that afterward he held a joint, interview with the border czar, Trump's border czar. So people were thinking, hey, wait a minute, that happened, then this happened. Pam Bondi has said that there is going to be no political prosecution, and that's why this was being dropped. But people are making the opposite charge. How did the Justice Department finally find someone to agree to file this motion?
And you're right. You have the mayor going on Fox News with the border czar yesterday. And this is after he's at Mar-a-Lago with President Trump. He's at a UFC fight trying to curry favor with him. Really just a bad look for the DOJ. Now, I don't know if the Department of Justice is going to come back from this. If you believe reports, and I do, Bove had to have a meeting yesterday with the Public Integrity Section there in Washington, D.C., and the reports were he threatened to fire everyone if they refused to file this dismissal and promote individuals who did. Finally, a career prosecutor decided to bite the bullet on behalf of his colleagues and file this motion. I do expect for it to be granted, but I think folks that are watching, not just in New York, all across America, will believe that this was indeed a quid pro quo. This was not something that was appropriate, and someone who's a politician who curried favor with the Trump administration got a favor that folks like you and I would never receive.
All right, Neama Rahmani, thanks so much for the expertise and the conversation. Appreciate it.